After hearing from both the plaintiff and the defendant side, I would have to agree with the plaintiff in this case. Ashford Hospital violated Ms. Rain's privacy by giving more than enough information to her supervisor, which was a violation of her PHI and HIPAA. I do understand that Ms. Rains was an employee and a patient at Ashford Hospital, but Ashford Hospital have to draw the line. Once Ms. Rain became a patient, her title of being an employee should have been thrown out the window, and she should have only been looked at as a patient and not employee, and her privacy and HIPAA should have been protected. The supervisor only needed to know certain information about Ms. Rains, which she should have provided to her supervisor instead of her medical history and other information. According to HHS.gov, the HIPAA privacy rules provided federal protection for individual identifiable health information held by covered entities and their business associates and gives patients an array of rights with respect to that information. At the same time, the privacy rule is balanced so that it permits the disclosure of health information needed for patient care and other important purposes. Ms. Rain's supervisor shouldn't have been involved in any of her information because that's a person of interest, meaning that they work together, and Ms. Rain's supervisor, boss, should have taken her out the loop and not let her see any of Ms. Rain's personal and medical information because something like this can happen. Ms. Rain didn't give her consent to give any of her personal nor medical information out to her employer, and Ashford Hospital should have taken this into consideration. According to privacyruleandresearch.nih.gov, the U.S. government created a rule called the Privacy Rule under the Health Insurance Probability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, to help protect your personal health information from being used or shared when it shouldn't. Since 2003, most hospital doctors and health plans that have personal health information must follow the privacy rule. These hospital doctors and health plans are covered entities. People who work for covered entities also may have to follow the privacy rule. This usually means that research teams, such as scientists, nurses, and other hospital staff that works for covered entities, can use and share your personal information for this study only after getting your okay. In this case with Ms. Rains, even though it doesn't have anything to do with any type of research or studies, Ms. Rain's privacy was still not protected due to she's not given any rights to her supervisor to receive any of her personal or medical health information. She didn't authorize for no one to see her information besides the ones that needed to be concerned with her medical health, but that wasn't including her supervisor. In trying to get a better understanding of the defendant's side, why was it that Ashford Hospital sent everyone information over email when they should have just had sent over the name of the patient that will be having surgery or procedures that day and what time would the patient have to check in? This information should only be sent to the people that's involved and not anyone else. And why is it that once you start to work at Ashford Hospital, you will not get the same right as a patient that doesn't work there? Ashford Hospital needs to have a training to make sure that everyone in the hospital understands how important a patient HIPAA and PHI is, and that something like this shouldn't happen anymore. So in conclusion, Ms. Rains' personal and medical information was not protected underneath the PHI nor the HIPAA law. And Ashford Hospital should be able to protect everyone's personal information, including all their employees, and treat them such as patient, not a patient employee.